let's address the elephant in the room. Obviously, this is Tuesday. You guys are all listening to this Tuesday morning. Okay, we had to get this shit up bright and early because we don't know what the fuck's going to happen tonight. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if it's going to be another 4 years of Trump. We don't know if it's going to be undecided still for another week. We don't know if there's going to be riots in the streets. We don't know what the fuck's going on. And if you asked me last week or 2 weeks ago what I thought would happen in this election, I would say, man, it looks like the momentum's kind of on Biden's side. All the polls are saying Biden. Everything seems to be pushing towards Biden. Maybe Biden got it. The last 2 weeks, Trump supporters have gone wild, bro.
Bruh.
I mean, the momentum behind Trump, objectively speaking, is unreal. I don't remember this first election.
No.
Not even close.
No.
I mean, seeing the New York Trumpers shut down the Verrazano, that makes sense because it's Staten Island. I assume everybody in Staten Island is a Trump fan, 100%.
Okay, fair.
Right? But still, they shut down the whole bridge.
Happened in Jersey, too. Jersey's always a blue state, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Jersey, they're going wild. Where are they getting these flags?
Hey,
Is it Amazon got these flags? Can anybody get a flag? Everybody got these flags.
big ass flag.
Huge flags.
I'll say there's people who support Trump probably love flags. So they probably been had that shit.
Yeah.
There's flag loving folks. If we like you, we got your flag.
Yeah, I feel you
so
on that.
I feel like the second Biden won, they put that the Trump won, they put that next to the American flag in their living
They
room.
just had it up. I've just never seen a Trump flag until the last maybe those boats, the boat parade going around.
Yeah.
Remember that? Then I started to see those flags everywhere. A few cars apparently followed some bus and like surrounded this like Biden bus in Texas.
Yeah.
Which on one side looks super illegal, but the other side is super lit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If that's your guy,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. You bully the bus. Who's on the bus? Do we know?
They think maybe Wendy Davis, but
Nobody?
She's
Nobody.
former senator.
Nobody.
Running for some shit.
Beat it, lady. Nobody gives a fuck about you. They probably thought it was somebody on that bus, though.
They don't care.
Huh?
They don't care. I mean, they hope there's somebody on, but they don't care.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even have Secret Service or whatever protecting the bus, so there was
Yeah.
nobody of importance on the bus. They didn't even have a cop car. That means Wendy Davis could get murked. Nobody would give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
You had her in a red state in a Biden Kamala bus, and they didn't even put a police car behind her. They wanted her dead. They were trying to get her the fuck out of here.
Yo.
Who's Wendy Davis?
Who is Wendy Davis?
That's a good question. But anyway, they had her shook. They were calling 911, which is pussy. Imagine that. That's pussy shit, bro.
What the fuck you supposed to
You
do?
want a bus? What do you think they're going to do? Shoot it?
Yeah.
I don't.
Run it off the road.
I don't
There's
know
mad
if
shit they could have
Maybe
did.
that's why Lil Wayne voted Trump. He was like, I remember that bus situation. I'm not fucking around no more. We're getting shot up or followed with a bus.
I want my guns.
Yeah.
Of course Lil Wayne's gonna
See what
vote for
happens
Trump.
when you don't have guns? See, you could have had guns on that bus, but now you voted against your guns. See what happens.
Trump served time for a gun possession charge. I wouldn't be surprised if he voted
Lil
Republican.
Wayne served
I mean,
time,
yeah.
Bert.
Yeah,
Lil
I
Wayne
was
served time.
like, wait, what?
Lil Wayne
Oh,
served
Trump's
time.
that nigga.
Immediately he's going to vote for him. Immediately switches the
But,
vote.
of course.
He went to prison. That's my guy.
Guns? We in.
So, all these, what's it called he's been doing? I don't even know what to call them. I end up calling them shows. Performances? What are they
Rallies?
called?
Concert.
Concerts.
Yeah, I think it's a
rally. They're called a rally, but the
Yeah.
fucking thing looks like a concert.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's a performance.
It's unbelievable. The momentum is unbelievable. And you're seeing more and more people come out, more and more people that are like of the culture come out, like seeing the Nelk boys who are Canadian,
Yeah.
which is hilarious, right? It's like they can't even vote, but he's like, nah, put them front row.
Yeah.
This will influence some
Yeah.
people. Get them out there. They were out there. Who else? Lil Pump
Yeah.
out of nowhere starts supporting.
Yeah.
Trump.
Masvidal's all over it.
Jorge Masvidal been on it, but now he's doing like Crowder.
Yeah.
Like he's going on all these like conservative podcasts
But he like
and
met
shows.
Trump when he came to Miami.
That's
like,
right.
said
And he's
what's up.
posting about it. He's about it. That's the nice thing about being a fighter is no one could really talk shit.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm for pro-Trump. And they're like, we'll bully someone else.
You got that.
Yeah. That's funny. They're all over Tommy Lahren. They're like, you dumb bitch. And then Masvidal was like, nah, but I like him. They're like, that stupid bitch. Fuck Tommy Lahren. So you seeing all this momentum in that direction, and my buddy was doing calls for Biden. You know, you can like call random people, right? And he said an interesting thing. What?
Your buddy's mad lame.
What? what?
Your buddy's just so fucking lame. Who does that?
That's kind of lame.
I know
Career
there's
in
a job
politics,
for like
I
fucking
assume?
old grannies
He's
and shit
like
like
a
that.
social, like a services counselor at school. What is that shit called? Like the school therapist?
How you feel now? Looking down on this guy.
Still lame as fuck.
That's still lame, bro.
I made him lamer.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they're not doing anything now. They're not in the school. They barely did anything in the school.
So in his free time, let me call
So he has
up
free
people
time. He's like,
ask
let me
him.
call for Biden.
So
and
what is
shit
he doing?
like
He's
that.
calling people being like, "Hey, are you voting?" Like,
No, he's a nerd, bro. He's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
lame,
he
bro.
was
I'm not
calling
gonna lie.
him.
He's
Yeah.
lame. He's lame. He's a fucking lame. So basically, this fucking loser.
my great friend is a piece of shit. Idiot.
So he's
King
calling
dork.
people.
I'm his only friend.
He said an interesting thing. He's like, the people that you call that are, I guess, are Trump voters. I don't know how they can tell who's going to vote for who. Maybe they have like past election
Accents.
results.
Also
or something like that.
registration.
Registration. Yeah.
Oh, registration.
Yeah.
Interesting. They don't say who they're voting for, even on the phone. And the Biden ones always say Biden.
I kind of always thought that.
So the numbers you get in polling
Inaccurate.
are inaccurate, and I don't know if they show undecided numbers in polling, but if they did, I would just take a big chunk of those undecideds and I would throw them in the Trump direction and see how the numbers then added up. And because I think that there is a huge like public cost for saying that you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a big public cost for saying you're a Biden supporter. Like maybe you're like, your conservative friends think you're a cuck, or they think you're a pussy, or they think
Almost
you're whatever.
zero.
But there's no public cost.
You're fine.
Like, you're not going to be accosted for walking around with a Biden thing. You'll be followed in a bus.
Yeah.
But I don't. Have we heard of any stories of like a Trump fan just like just beating up someone because they had a Biden hat with zero antagonism, no like rally?
No, I've seen like signs get vandalized. And,
Signs
like,
get vandalized, but you
someone's
haven't-
flag will get ripped down.
You haven't seen it something like someone's at a diner. We saw that thing where like someone's at a diner, he had like a MAGA hat on, and somebody just like throws a fucking milkshake at him.
Yeah.
Right? You don't just see that
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, not
right?
as much. Yeah.
It's a little. It's like wearing a MAGA hat is kind of wearing like a red bandana as part of your outfit. Like if you go in the wrong neighborhood,
Yeah.
you get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wearing a MAGA hat.
Is this like a gang reference?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
So, you,
I also
you with us,
think-
bro?
Well, I'm thinking coming from Texas, if you're wearing a Biden shirt, actually, there's definitely places where it's like I told my parents, you gotta vote early. Don't be out in the fucking polls in Texas on election day being brown with a bunch of Trump supporters. So like, I feel when you're saying they're gangs, I'm like, I think it's also dangerous to be a Biden supporter in Trump town.
But have we seen any examples of that? Is what I was asking.
I haven't seen examples of Trump supporters getting fucked up either. Have you?
Oh no, yeah, tons. Like there's all these like viral things
Yeah.
going around. And, like they'll just be like randomly have the MAGA hat on. It gets ripped off at school. It gets ripped off in this diner. There was one. There was like a bunch of these things going around.
Maybe the guy's just violating dress code because you're not allowed to have hats in school. You know what I mean? Maybe
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
a
it could
hall
be a
monitor.
hall monitor
You know what I
thing.
mean?
That's a
But
possibility.
also, the MAGA hat is just so noticeable. Like it's like such a statement. Whereas like
It's a bold
a
statement.
Biden hat, I think, is not as noticeable.
it's
not
not as
just-
Doesn't
antagonistic.
even have hats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
also
even
like
know what a Biden hat looks like.
the association with the Biden hat is not as polarizing
Yeah.
as the association with the MAGA hat, right?
Right.
The association with the MAGA hat that carries all the worst parts of Trump's campaign, right? So like the worst assumption, the worst person that supports Trump, you're going to put that on a MAGA hat, even if that's not who they think. That's what we do. The worst assumption of Biden is what? He's like
he's
too liberal,
senile.
or he's senile.
He's
Like you're not
senile,
punching somebody for that.
He's your grandpa.
Exactly.
No, but just to Akash's point, like I heard some news article about the retirement homes in Florida. If you're a Biden supporter, like you stop getting invited to the golf games and shit like that. The
Which
women,
I
the
could
women
see you
stop
as-
giving you pussy and shit like that.
I could see you getting ostracized from your community.
Yeah.
100%, especially in the South, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see physical acts of violence in the
Gotcha,
same way.
gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I'm thinking about this election, like what's going to happen, I'm like, if Biden wins, I don't think there's riots. If Trump wins, I don't think there's riots. I do think there's looting by the people who are planning to loot no matter what. Like, I think there's people right now who are like, I need some new Versace, I need some new Gucci, I need some new shit, and I'm breaking down the fucking store to get it no matter what. And this is an excuse, and those are the same people that in the past looted, because of what happened. They took advantage of the moment. They enriched themselves off the moment. They weren't doing it because they're angry. Nobody's angry at police brutality, and they're like, I need some Fendi to make up for this shit. You know what I mean?
I can see those groups doing it regardless of who wins.
Because they're selfish.
Yeah.
They're just trying to enrich themselves
they
off
just
of what
see
happens.
anybody like yelling in the streets like, yes, it's my time. So,
I think either way there's going to be some shit going down, whoever wins. It's just going to be
Really?
I think it's just going to vary by region. I think if Trump wins, New York liberal havens are going to riot and loot, and if Biden wins, I don't know if there will be riot and looting necessarily, but there will be some shit.